What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right, so I done a video, when was it? A couple of days ago, to announce, obviously, David Price versus Alexander Povetkin. A big fight for David Price anyway, on the undercard of Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. And firstly, thank you to everyone that watched the video. Secondly, I want to address a few comments on the video. A lot of people immediately said that David Price will get knocked out. I don't think anyone said anything other than that. You know, this is almost an assassination. I think a few people said assassination. David Price is going to get absolutely destroyed. Well done, David Price, getting your last payday. Blah 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 blah. And I can't lie, it did make me think. How, if that's all of ours opinion. And there was no one in the comment section. I think I read 90% of the comments. I think nobody said David Price has an opportunity. I said he might have an opportunity because, look, Povetkin is now off the performance-enhancing drugs and David Price has a puncher's chance. But I think 99% of people think that this is just going to be a one-sided beatdown. If that is the case, how on earth is this fight even allowed to take place? Like, what regulation, what boxing board of control has given this fight the green light? And it does confuse me. I'll be honest with you, it does confuse me, and I think it's we're playing Russian roulette here with someone's health. David Price, and I was just looking at his record now. David Price's biggest win on his resume is Audley Harrison. That's it. And that was an Audley Harrison that a couple of fights beforehand, a couple of fights beforehand had been smoked by David Haye and didn't throw a punch. So it wasn't Audley Harrison that was unbeaten a couple of years back. Before that, I mean, a confident Audley Harrison. That was an Audley Harrison that, let's be honest, was shot to pieces. That's David Price's biggest win. So it's funny when you think of David Price. A lot of people say he's got a puncher's chance. It's not like David Price is... He's not like a fighter that's been to the mountain. So he's been to Mount Rushmore and he's on his way down and he's not the same anymore. He's never been there. David Price has never once been to Mount Rushmore. So how in the hell does he get to fight Alexander Povetkin? A guy that has beaten a who's who of heavyweights. A guy that's only lost once, and that was to Vladimir Klitschko. A guy that is a world, European, and Olympic amateur champion. I likened it to FA Cup match. I remember on the video. Yeah, I think I likened it to an FA Cup match where you get a non-league team, and it doesn't happen anymore, really, to be fair, but a non-league team could upset a Premier League team. More like a championship team, to be honest. This is what it's like. David Price is a non-league footballer going up against a Premier League boy. And that's not right. This isn't football. This is boxing. People get punched in the face. People get put down. People get hurt. And look, you fully understand David Price saying, yes, I want that fight. But my position is that fight shouldn't even be offered to David Price. It shouldn't even be put on his plate for it to happen. And I think we're in a dangerous situation where, because someone is somewhat of a name, they get opportunities that they really shouldn't be taking. Not only do they not deserve, they're not ready for. David Price is clearly on a rebuilding job. In terms of his confidence, in terms of his mental strength, in terms of his ability, everything right now is at best a 1 out of 10. At best. And I think that this fight just shouldn't even be sanctioned. It shouldn't even be sanctioned. I don't know where you would have David Price in terms of world rankings, but I'd have him, and this has been kind, outside my top 40, maybe even top 50. A top 50 heavyweight shouldn't be facing Alexander Povetkin right now. Just shouldn't be. And I think Eddie Hearn, his manager, his promoter, and everyone else involved should be a bit embarrassed about this. So yes, I'm contradicting myself. I'm saying like, do I want David Price to win? If he takes the fight, absolutely. Do I want him to even be in the ring with Povetkin? Even a Povetkin off steroids? No, I don't, because I think it's dangerous. And I think it shouldn't happen. But guys, what do you think? Let me know. Leave your thoughts below. Am I exaggerating, or do you understand what I'm saying? Again, David Price's biggest win, and I'm looking at his record right now. His biggest win is Audley Harrison. I mean, look, it's a toss-up, really, between Audley Harrison and Sam Sexton. I mean, come on. Come on.